All right. Well, we got 5 minutes after the hour. I suppose we should probably go ahead and start. No reason to wait much longer. We'll probably get some more participants showing up later. Yeah. So Fabian, just before you joined, so today we'll have a short private session at the end of this meeting where TST members will decide on the recipient of this year's P4 Distinguished Service Award. So stick around for that when the regular meeting ends.
Sounds good. Do we have a quorum?
We
Who's
have
missing?
3 out
Nate
of
is.
5. I don't know if that's a
Okay,
quorum.
yeah.
We have an odd number, which helps break ties
Okay, great.
if there is a tie. But yeah, I don't know if I mean it's also the timing isn't especially urgent, so we could at least discuss pros and cons of the candidates and send out our list of our preliminary decision to the other TSD members privately and ask if there's any if they just approve or not. That might be one way to go. Unless we pick a very
Great.
controversial candidate, I don't think we'll have much trouble there. Donald Trump for this recipient of the, no, sorry, it's just a joke. That would be out of left field.
Was great contributions to the P4 language.
To the P4 language consortium. Yeah. All right, sorry, bad joke. Okay, so let's go ahead and get going. Let me share my screen with my meeting notes. As usual, if folks have any items they would like to discuss, you are welcome to call an audible during the meeting and add new topics to the meeting. Again, as usual, most of this looks like it is copied from previous ones, but with updates for ongoing things. The yes, I already mentioned verbally that we're going to have the private session for deciding the Distinguished Service Award recipient. Um, let me start going through the others. So, P4.org has over a month ago published a job listing for P4 ecosystem lead. Um, I this update is from last month. I don't know if Denise or Michelle, if you have any more updates on where the status of that is.
Just that we've received quite a few candidates. So we're in the process of parsing through resumes and we're going to get some rounds of interviews set up hopefully in the next week or so. There's been some PTO on behalf of some of the folks involved, including myself, that has kind of delayed things a little bit longer than we like. But we are also going to be asking members of the P4TST who are available and willing to help with some of these interviews. So we'll be reaching out in the next week to see if anyone is available or able to at least help with the first round. And then we'd like to take eventually a short list to the governing board for interviews with the full board.
But yeah, I think the governing board would prefer that the TST narrow down the list to a short list, even shorter list.
Yeah, we did. We had over 30 applicants, which is,
Oh, wow.
it's great. It's wonderful to see so many folks engaged and wanting to be a part of P4 and support the project. But it, definitely makes it a hard choice to start narrowing it down from so many
Yep.
enthusiastic applicants. So we're just working on doing that still.
Okay. And yeah, I think, yeah, for members of the TST, the goal is just, pick somebody that you think be good for the job. Either, I mean, I guess the two main focus areas are some balance. I mean, ideally a balance between, but it could be more heavily focused on the other of someone who's strong technically and someone who's good at sort of reaching out to uh, companies and or individuals that might be interested in participating with P4 on common goals uh, and or become members of P4.org. So sort of a mix of those two kind of skill sets would be perfect. But yeah, we'll get more probably private discussions among TST members about exactly what kind of questions we might want to be asking applicants outside of this meeting. Any questions on that? All right. So let's see. We do ongoing status of I believe have we officially hired someone that we can say their name yet? Do we know, Michelle, or is that still waiting to become official?
Yeah, Brian Richter is officially hired. The contract's been signed.
Oh, great.
So I believe we had kind of put August 1st as a start date. He does have a little bit of travel coming up this month. So I'll leave it to you, to Andy and Fabian, anyone else who wants to help get him started to kind of organize the time that works best for all your schedules.
Great. Will definitely take time.
All right. Yeah, we did before we offered him the job. We did get some good feedback from other folks in the Haskell programming language community on their work with interaction with him. He's really done a good job for them organizing their builds and testing automation. So happy to have him join and help us with that. All right. Yep. So we should we should feel free to provide to TSD members his contact info and maybe to collectively contact him and set up some initial meeting at time of convenient to everybody. All right. Cool. I'm just glad it's official.
Yeah, I'm trying to get, I don't think he's created
All
an
good.
LFX ID yet, so I'm gonna add him to this meeting.
Great. Let's see. Google Summer of Code. Billy Dong gave me an updated email, which I will I'll stop sharing momentarily to go switch to that email since I don't know what else is on that screen. So let's see, from Billy. Let's see. So we originally had 5 projects. One of them backed out due to, I think, time commitment and or, you know, I've forgotten the exact reasons, but it was agreed upon that that would be the best decision. Of the 4 remaining ones, they're ongoing. One, they had a meeting, it sounds like, between on the split, I don't know how it's pronounced. It's like the word split, but with a D before the T. So I guess something like split. And so it sounds like they had a meeting among the mentors and the contributor to basically scale back some of the maybe originally overambitious goals and do a subset of that original idea. So that sounds good. David, let's see, wait, some of the contributors have also applied to give a talk at the P4 workshop, so that's good. We'll hear from more from Fernando Ramos is the program committee chair, and he's getting the program committee organized, and they'll be reviewing contributions soon. And David, it says here that from Billy, you've done a lot of work organizing the wrap-up meeting for September 17th. Is there anything you wanted to add to about that?
No, just that in okay, now we are in the second phase of Google Summer of Code. The deadline of the program is 8th of September, something like that. The deadline for submitting the final evaluation, and then we will have a wrap-up meeting where the contributors are going to present their work to the community.
So the contributors are considered sort of actively working on the project until the 8th, as far as development goes
Yes,
on. And then
exactly.
roughly a week or so of final report and wrap-up presentation.
Yeah, actually, they have to present the report
as
within
part
the
of the
8th of September, yes.
Oh, okay.
And then they are going to present to the community the
Okay.
result or the development.
Great. Yep, I remember we had the meeting like that last year and that went,
Yes, correct.
that was a good summary of what happened. So glad we're doing that this year too. Thanks for organizing. All right, let me switch back to. That's all the status updates. Any other questions or comments on Google Summer of Code? I know probably some mentors are here. If you have any comments or questions about it, feel free to jump in. And let's see, I guess we're probably all set, except for the funds being transferred for David due to attend the mentors meeting in the fall. That's still the plan and underway.
I would say that everything is fine. I mean, I registered myself to the summit. I bought the ticket. I got the reimbursement. So I would say that everything is set from my
Great.
understanding. So
Okay. Yep, and I think, yeah, as far as I know, everything with the governance board should be set, approving you to get the
yeah,
funds
yeah.
for
I
that.
mean,
Yep.
it's everything is set.
Yep.
So
All right.
yeah,
Great.
thank you.
No, thank you. Yeah, I mean, your dollars per hour of income for this project are probably quite low if you did the math. But so thanks for the help. Let's see. The 2025 P4 workshop. Uh, I am been offered to be. I'm on the program committee, but I'm not a program committee chair. That's Fernando Ramos has agreed to do that on his own this year. Um, I believe the first deadline published for the CFP is today. Is that right, Denise?
That's correct. And we do plan to announce an extension of 1 week. We
Okay.
have 11 submissions so far, all for talks. So we're completely unfilled on any demos or posters. And just wanted to remind everyone, if the demo or poster is accepted and decided to be alive at OCP Global, those people will receive a free pass to attend the full event. So that's a $900 value. So if you do know anyone who might be interested, and that's a pretty good bonus for submissions. So it like I said, we will be announcing soon that it's extended by a week. We're just working on getting session eyes updated.
And I believe, yeah, so any people accepted as a live speaker at the event will be getting a free one pass
Correct.
for the speaker. And anyone volunteering to work to staff the P4 booth for at least 4 hours is also offered one of those as well.
Yes.
And we're still looking for volunteers for that.
Right. And I think you have a link in here that I added in the next session about staffing the booth for OCP Global.
Oh, good. Oh, yep. So I was jumping ahead, thinking about that
Sorry.
already. I forgot I had separate items for that, but yes, right. I already mentioned that there's a perk of that, and
Yep.
there's the open time slots. I'll sign up for 2 time slots, but I didn't put my name. If you don't see them on the list, it's because I'm gonna, if we get a bunch of them, I wanted to leave the time choice up to people because my schedule should be fairly flexible. I'll be there the whole time.
Right. But we are committed. It's one of the requirements that of OCP that we staff the booth during all those hours that are listed there. So we do need to have volunteers to help out.
Okay. Just I don't want to. I'll just mention to you, Denise, in case you get worried at all, that I can probably take over 1 or 2 more slots in a pinch if necessary, but I don't want to be there the full time.
Right. Absolutely. Thank you.
So the work, what does it entail for staffing currently? What do you think we should do? Do we
It-
have
it's
any plans?
You know, we're hoping to get folks who are submit a demo or a poster who can talk a little bit about P4 and about their project and how it's used in the
Mhm.
booth with any visitors. But our backup is to have a sort of a rolling slide presentation that talks about what is P4. Here's how P4 is used in some different products and things. Here's the current members, how to participate. And then hopefully who's ever staffing the booth can add their own, unique twist on what their involvement has been and, their own perspective.
Okay, sounds good. Do we have any merch planned for it already, or
Um,
stickers or small
I,
things?
in the past, and Michelle may be able to comment on this, I know we've had the P4 stickers.
Yeah.
I know you've seen those. I don't know if we're able to get those possibly. One of the other things we're also looking at, and this relates more to the workshop, is we're hoping to get a sponsor for the workshop so that we are able to do the t-shirts again this year. But we just sent out the invite about a week ago, so
Yeah.
waiting on that.
Yeah,
But I
it's going to be a little bit up to the board to approve any additional funding spent for like swag or t-shirts or
Yeah.
if there's anything.
The stickers are a lot cheaper per unit than the t-shirts are.
Yeah, I would think we could do the stickers and pull a little bit from marketing budget or something if
Yeah.
needed. The t-shirts are a little bit pricier, so
right.
we'll need to see if we can get a sponsor or get some additional funding approved for that. I know that's a big P4 workshop tradition, so I think we really like to make that happen. Well, but if there's any other like swag or giveaways that you think would be
Mm-hmm.
cool or helpful, let us know. It's definitely worth looking into.
Yep.
I mean, it'd probably be easy to like, besides the stickers, to print out a sheet of something like a summary of the contents that's on our rolling slide in case anybody wants to grab something and go. But yeah, there's some very cheap things we can do that are pretty common, but having a person there to answer questions and interact all the time is probably better than that.
Right.
So
And I'll probably like we talked, Andy, maybe put a QR code in the slide somewhere so
Oh.
people can easily click over to a digital version of maybe of the slides or something like that.
sure, yeah, that should be easy to arrange. Good.
Okay.
So yeah, if you were thinking you might want to attend the P4 workshop live, but weren't being offered a speaking slot yet, and you want to save that $900, consider 4 hours at the October 14th through 16th booth. If you are somebody who can talk about P4 with anybody, well, I mean, you don't have to be somebody to answer detailed programming questions about P4. I mean, the more valuable thing there, I think, is, some people walking by will not have heard of P4 and just want to know what's the basic idea
Right.
and how does it fit into the ecosystem of computer networking. So somebody can, give the, stand on 1 foot, 30-second, 60-second pitch for why it exists and why it's useful and some aspects about it is and that's stuff you can learn, the day before. You'll probably learn some things from the 4 slides we create, maybe from as far as like who uses it and why. I guess I should mention, I'm also helping a little bit Fernando, assisting him in his program committee role, just with organizing things. So I know that there's been, so I believe I can say without uh, uh, revealing any news that will be published later, announcements, that we've got a couple of keynote speakers lined up, and we've got a couple of invited talks lined up as well. So that's good. It's looking good to me. And that's before we even look at the the submitted ones. So, and I believe the plan is, it seems very likely now at this point, I would say, Denise, that it's likely that Fernando and we would decide that there'll probably be some recorded talks available besides in addition to the live ones,
Absolutely. Yeah.
given how tight we're only 3.5 hours of live session on
Right.
Monday.
And we also can record demos and posters as well. I mean, it could be any type of presentation. Absolutely.
Yeah, and if travel is too much of a hassle, then certainly the recorded talks are a good way to go.
Right.
Okay, any other comments, questions on P4 workshop or the booth? Let's see, developer days still going gangbusters. David, any news other than just wait until Denise sends an email into your inbox for the next one?
Yeah, basically we are waiting for okay, I managed to contact a person from HP and another person from Intel that they are open to present something, but we are waiting to I mean, they didn't reply yet about the date and what they want to present. So finger crossed. Let's see how it's going. Yes, and then I think that all the events are now published in the website.
They are. We have we're a cadence about two a month for August, September, October, and November. So we've got a great schedule set up.
That's
Excellent.
great. Nice.
All right, and as usual, yeah, if you have any thoughts on anybody that you'd like to hear from or know somebody interested in talking, please let David or Denise know. Let's see. Oh, this is the one that I always regret copying and pasting for last month because I haven't done, it reminds me that I haven't done much yet. Yeah, so I have mentioned this to the API working group. I still need to, yeah, I will, before I go grocery shopping, I will, today, right after this meeting, I will send an email to the language design work group co-chairs to remind them about this. Sorry, Denise. And then yeah, I don't feel so bad about the software licenses one because we've already cleaned up the confidential and proprietary notices at least, but the long term, making sure that every file has per file copyright and licensing information that's mechanically checkable is still background task work. But yeah, at least that we got the confidential and proprietary notices off of there, and we got the GPL off of everything that shouldn't have it, and it's on a handful of test files. So that was the more urgent things that's been done. That is all I have. Does anyone have any other topics they're reminded of they'd like to talk about?
Quick question, Denise. So I clicked on the P4 Developer Days ribbon on the P4.org website. And
Yeah.
it doesn't list the upcoming talks. Is that, I guess you have to click on events.
You have to click on events.
Okay, I
Yes.
see.
And I guess
All right, okay.
the calendar should have them too.
The
Or
under
calendar.
community where we have the P4 Developer Days page, that's where all the recorded, the past and the recorded talks go with the full presentation and so forth. Yep.
I see, okay.
That's the past one and events is the future ones.
Yep.
All right, okay.
I guess
But
I guess
that's a good point.
a minor comment might be that if it's easy to put a link from the past ones to the future
Abs-
ones and vice versa, that might be nice.
I was just
Yeah,
gonna say that. I can easily add that. That's a good
Okay.
thought.
Thanks. Just in case people think they're all in the future or all in the past.
Right. Exactly.
Great. Oh wow, we got 2 this month, 2 next month, 3 in September, 3 in October. Wow, cool. All right, anything else?
I'll throw a little plug out here that, the two big things we're looking for the project, from a financial standpoint right now are sponsorship for the P4 workshop. We're also looking to add new members to the project. So we came over from ONF with quite a bit of runway, but that's not going to last forever. And so we really want to build a strong membership to support this project through future years. So if anyone's aware of companies who are engaged or involved in using P4 who aren't members, don't feel like you need to make the initial outreach, but if you can pass on a name or a contact or do a warm introduction over email to myself or some of the board members where we can explore that and see if membership is a good fit for those companies. We would love any kind of help or thoughts y'all have for helping us become more aware of companies who could potentially become members.
But yeah, names of individuals or who know you is a good starting point, definitely, especially if they're sort of, medium level in the company at least, and might know people that can make funding decisions.
I think, Michelle, that I can share the email from Altera and Silicon from Denmark, because they are not member of P4 language consortium, but we definitely use it. So maybe it's worth it to send them an email or reach them.
Yeah, that would be great. I think I've noticed them before, and we had touched,
Yeah. I mean, I can
but it
send you
wasn't
a
good
wrap up
timing. So.
email, and then you do what you want.
Yeah, no, that'd
At
be
least
great.
you have it. Okay.
I think it can't hurt to at least ask, right? I know a lot of
Yeah, no.
folks are going through their own financial contractions, and the industry is having its own issues right now, but it can't hurt to at least throw that out there and at the very least engage with some folks who are using P4. So yeah, if you're great, if you don't mind emailing me, David, or if anybody else
No
thinks
problem.
something, myself or Andy, that would be wonderful.
Just before I do a final call, I'll just note that welcome to, I see several folks, new names or people whose names I haven't often seen. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any questions you have about P4 or this organization. If you feel comfortable doing that, go right ahead.
To break the awkward silence, yeah, sorry for joining late. I was wrapped up in some task. Yeah, I'm happy about the fresh spirit that the Linux Foundation brings to P4, and I hope it will be able to continue this way. I won't make it to the P4 workshop, unfortunately, because it's too far from where I am in Europe. But looking forward to the content, and also, yeah.
Yep.
New hardware development, hopefully.
And I guess I forgot to ask, but Denise, I'm assuming we're planning to record all the live talks at the P4 workshop and publish them with links from P4 afterwards.
Yes, OCP is actually doing the recording. That's part of our agreement. So we will have those. I do not know yet, and I'll probably have to ask the question if they will be links over to OCP Global or if we will actually be hosting it ourselves, but I'm not sure it really makes a difference. We'll be able to link to it.
Great. No obligation. Anyone else have any questions, comments? All right. If not, then thanks for joining. Great to talk to you all. And